Because the Disney Corporation is the Disney Corporation, whenever they make an announcement on something, it's usually going to have very serious and polarizing belief systems, views. Let's not say belief systems, makes it sound higher than it is. Very polarizing views. So, for example, when you say to me that you are doing Toy Story 5, I don't know if I need that. I don't, I mean, yeah, okay, cool, but I don't know if I need a Toy Story 5. Is that absolutely necessary? And then the news broke that we're getting a live action Lilo and Stitch. And I gotta be honest with you, I was one of those people who was like, I don't know if I need that. I don't know if I need that at all. But then I remember that Lilo and Stitch came out in 2002, and I'm only very aware these days of the hilarity of dates because a very dear friend of mine, they were 7 years old in 2003. So, in 2003, I was in advertising, doing stuff, writing alcoholic beverages, ads for alcoholic beverages, and winning awards. So, 2002, I was also doing that. So, in 2002, they would have been 6 years old. So, they would have been right at the cinematic entrance of Lilo and Stitch. They would have remembered that. I would remember that. It took me a while to sit down and watch Lilo and Stitch, but I did actually sit down. And when I sat down and watched Lilo and Stitch, I watched it over and over and over again until eventually my DVD stopped working. It was that good. There's so many lines in there that I remember. There's so many things about Lilo and Stitch that I absolutely love. And now we're getting a live action version. But then I also think about the fact that there are people who were born in the year 2000. So which means that they are 23 now. There are people who grew up and did not necessarily see some of these old classics like old Little Mermaid and old Beauty and the Beast, which incidentally, I must say, I had actually pitched IMAX an idea where, have a competition and you dress up like a prince or you dress up like a Disney character princess. And they liked the idea, they ran with the idea, and it was really good. I actually put them in touch with a few bells. It was really nice. It was beautiful, and I had fun. So I'm not averse to the ideas of doing a live action of these classic tales. In fact, to be honest, I sit there and I think to myself, maybe it's not inherently a bad idea because there are people who inundated with so much media, so much information, so much stuff that they may not have necessarily have seen it. Do I necessarily need to see a live action Lilo and Stitch? Probably not. Do I need to see a live action Stitch regurgitating a piece of cake? Probably not. But also I'm mildly curious as to see how that would look. Like I said, I saw the live action Beauty and the Beast. I did not see the live action Lion King. I just like I don't need this. But there were young people who did need it. And I think sometimes we downplay or we the older ones tend to act like, oh, that's woke when we hear people say things like, oh, look, he looks like me, she looks like me. And I'm going to be very interested to see if they play Pleakley and Evil Genius's queer relationship, if they kind of bring that up, because that is a queer couple if ever there was one in Lilo and Stitch. Don't fight me. That's a queer couple. It's delicious, and let's see how they play that out. Um, Maybe there are reasons. Maybe it's important to show the next generation here's how it could work. And I'll just throw this out as well. James Cameron, when he did the first Avatar 9,000 years ago, he said, he had the idea for Avatar a long time ago, but he kind of was waiting for technology to catch up to his vision. And then technology actually did. And he was able to do the first Avatar the way how he wanted to do it. So I don't know, maybe the idea of doing live action adaptations of these movies, now that we have the technology that could give it the proper justice that it would deserve in live action, means giving it a chance. But I don't know, how do you feel about this? Is this merely a cash grab in your side? Oh God, here comes Disney again doing Disney things. Or do you see this as actually having the potential to be something really, really cool? Live action Lilo and Stitch? I don't know. I don't know. You tell me.